BBC Radio. That's not how you do an intro. This is an intro.
Hi everyone, welcome to BBC Radio CAD here in Mexico City, Mexico. Yeah, we're finally here. I mean, we were supposed to be here back in April, but we're finally here anyway, so better late than never. Damn you, Ryanair. Anyway, we're here in Mexico. Say hello, Mexico. That's them, you know. Yeah.
Lazy gits. No wonder they made the tortilla.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, yeah. Ow, still better than Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're here in Mexico City. This is, well, we've already had 2 stops on a world tour in our homeland, of course, the UK.
Yeah.
So now we've got 2 abroad ones, and this is our first. So we're nearly at the end of our 3rd world tour as well. So
second to last.
Exactly, second to last, the penultimate one. So, let's begin with our daily
Attack!
top story today. Osama bin Laden's dead.
Hey.
At least I think he's dead.
Yeah.
He was killed by some Americans. That's really weird. Still, it doesn't matter. Americans were, how many Americans were killed during that whole war? Over like 10,000 or so, just to kill one Lex Luthor evil guy. One guy,
Well,
and
he's like the British view of Hitler, isn't he? Really, to Americans.
Yeah. But we didn't even kill Hitler. To be honest.
The Polish didn't they? No, not Polish.
No, he
sorry,
killed
Russian.
himself. He killed himself.
The Russian found him.
Yeah, the Russians found him, but he killed himself.
Yeah.
Why have we gone back to Hitler?
I don't know. Let's go back on track.
Remember last episode we
Yeah,
talked about Hitler as well?
Yeah, and then it moved on to the Hulk. Well, we didn't really do that because we edited it out, but still.
Exactly, yes.
Right.
That's one of the bits you didn't see, along with, well, some other stuff which we're not going to say about because we'll probably get sued by loads of people.
Yeah.
But if you want to see the outtakes, then we'll be getting a DVD out of outtakes if you'd like it. In our mind. It's going to be worth about £100 for about what? Because there's quite a lot of outtakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, £100 for I think about what, a few days of outtakes overall.
Lasts for like an hour.
Yeah, lasts like an hour or so. Because there is actually a lot of Radio CAD that you don't actually see on air. Like for example, the time where I actually got owned by Aaron.
Yep. And the time when I'm asleep.
Yes, yeah. That was when you were in Big Brother, wasn't it?
No.
Speaking of Big Brother, it's coming back.
No, I thought it was gone.
I thought so too. Channel 5 have bought the rights to it. Channel 5 have bought the rights.
That's fine. You can keep that because Channel 5 and Big Brother is shit. They might as well just combine them.
Yeah, but Channel 5, as we all know, is the dead space of... Well, the dead area, I guess. Not the dead space. The dead area of terrestrial television. I mean, remember when Robot Wars went to Channel 5, it went... Neighbours,
No,
I
I think that's like the television viewer saw just watching Channel 5. Change to the wall, watching Channel 5. No!
Change to the wall, watch Channel 5. That's about it, really. Yeah. But yeah, and so Big Brother's coming back on Channel 5.
Yeah.
It's going to start with a celebrity edition. Apparently, Jordan's going to be in it.
Right.
Again.
Jordan, you mean?
Katie Price.
No,
Jordan. Yes.
Right.
Well, who do you think it was going to be? Tim Jordan?
Yeah, well, mate,
Tim Jordan, the former F1 driver? Could be. To be honest, it'd been much more entertaining if Tim Jordan was in there. But yeah, I think also, I don't know who else has been in there, but I think Kim Kardashian could be in there as well, which is a bit of a bugger, really. So now people just watch because there's a possibility, you don't know, but there'll be, like, in weird men's minds, there will be a lesbian scene. At least that's what they'll be thinking. It won't happen, of course. Between Jordan and Kim Kardashian, it'll not happen. We're not thinking about that, honestly.
No.
No. Anyway,
how did we get on to Osama bin Laden dying and then Big Brother?
We were just moving on to...
This is like, chocolate sauce and gravy. It doesn't mix.
Chocolate sauce and gravy. Carry on.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll move back on to Osama bin Laden, shall we? He was killed by some Americans, by a small battalion of Americans. And he was situated in a cave.
A cave?
Yes. Which is where he was supposed to be anyway. He was in a cave,
A cave?
A cave, yeah.
Really?
A cave. Apparently, he said on his Facebook status where he was, and the Americans gone,
What the...
What? I know, it's a pain, Oh, well. No, he didn't really. But,
And he didn't live in a cave, did he?
No, he did.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, obviously he must have some bodyguards.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Yes. And his wife was there to say that identify him. He was 6'5", Osama bin Laden.
Really?
He's actually quite tall.
Really, that's high.
Yeah. He's actually 6'5", which I think is what 5 inches, 6 inches taller than you.
Yeah, maybe.
Isn't it? Maybe less. I don't know. I don't know how tall you are. I don't know if you've had a growth spurt recently. I wish I could have a bleeding growth spurt. I don't want to be 5'6" for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Anyway, now everyone knows that I'm short, but I don't give a crap. I can still knock any of you out.
Osama bin Laden's son. No.
Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Dave bin Laden. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows that reference, it's a reference to a Have What Needs to You episode where Brian Blessed hosted. But yeah. Anyway, carry on.
Basically, he's suing USA for killing Osama bin Laden. You know what under? Unlawful killing.
Right,
Now.
so obviously he's forgotten about the multiple killings that his dad has done.
Yes.
It's sort of practicing what you preach, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
And it's one guy who's the son of enemy number one in America for years and years and years, versus 300 million Americans.
Yeah. In America. Sorry, okay.
Obviously, because I do not know. I think there are courts in Pakistan. I think, isn't there?
Yeah, there's. I don't know. I mean,
There are-
I think there's just one in the middle of the desert.
There's one in the middle of the desert, mainly because there's a lot of unlawful things going on in Pakistan these days, and nothing happens.
I think it might be bombed now.
It might have been bombed by now. They obviously thought, Dave had said, right, I'm going to sue you. Oh, we might lose this one. Let's bomb their only church, the old Bin Laden, and therefore they have to have it then in America, and we will win because we'll be so biased because, well, no offense, but we're Americans. And basically this will happen. So yeah, Dave, just stop it now, Basically accept America's offer, out of court settlement of you don't get killed. Except
that's a good deal.
Yeah, except
that's a good thing to lay back on.
Exactly. I mean, we don't do that, of course. When we kill someone, we don't even go for an out-of-court settlement. No, the out-of-court settlement is exactly the same as the sentence. You get sliced in two by a chainsaw, or pounded to death.
Or you get to eat a dodgy ice cream.
Yeah, that too. By the way, talking about us killing, I've had a thought. You remember last episode, we once again beat Prince Charles up, and he didn't die.
Yeah.
Well, do you think this might be a sort of Final Destination moment?
How do you mean?
Well, in Final Destination, there's some guy has a premonition of everyone dying.
Well, on the plane, yeah.
Or whatever. There's been 5 of them. It doesn't have to be a plane.
Oh, yeah.
It's the premonition of something happening, right? Of them all dying, right?
And then
he saves them, whatever, right? And then they will die in a certain order.
Yeah.
Well, do you possibly think we might have to kill someone else before we get to Prince Charles? Because you've got to think now, actually. Throughout the Radio CAD episodes, right? It's gone in order, okay? Is there possibly someone before Prince Charles that we haven't killed yet? Joe Kinnear!
We found it! We found the link!
If we get Joe Kinnear, I am certain Prince Charles will fall next.
Yep, he will fall to his knees and beg for mercy. We won't give it to him.
No, you don't. No. If anything, we'll give him, a few 5s and a couple of 10s. Anyway, so yeah, we'll set that up for the next episode, shall we? About about trying to get Joe Kinnear, because I'm sure he's what's needed. Because remember we shocked him.
How we're going to do it?
Yeah, because remember we shocked him with the electric. Because remember we shocked him with the electric cattle prod back in I think episode 3.
Yep.
Go back and watch it. It's different
to
what we do now. It's much shorter. Basically, it is the small penis of CAD episodes. Anyway, moving on. We're moving on now to football. Chelsea. Shut up.
Okay. Sorry. No. All right.
Thank you. Anyway, we got some football news. Chelsea didn't win anything.
How long did it take for you to figure that out?
Since I'm not a fan of Chelsea, well, about the start of the season, really. Unlike you, who took till what? Last day of the season? There's probably one guy still out there going, no, Chelsea can still win the Premier League. It's over, by the way. All 38 matches have been completed. You're not going to win. We're going to win. Your manager's been fired. We're going to win. Have you heard that the former Chelsea manager Arsene Wenger appeared in a porn film,
You had to put that in, didn't you?
Yeah, I know.
You had to put that in.
Yeah, 2 men, no cup. That's the way it works. Okay, moving on to more news. So yes, Manchester United won the Premier League, but was beaten by Barcelona in the Champions League.
Does anybody know who Crew is? Does anybody know who Crew is? I mean, they're not that very experienced, I would have said. They're not a bigger name.
Experienced. We're older than you are, matey boy.
Yes.
You were created in.
I'm not going anywhere.
You were created in 1905. We were created in the 18s. So boom to your face. 1905 for you, me. 19th century.
Comment if you want to.
There you go. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Comment if you want to. Yeah.
If Crew are that bigger name than Chelsea.
Well, our youth team could crush your youth team easily. We have one of the best youth facilities in England.
Right, can we go back to the subject now?
Thank you. Okay, yes, more news. Chelsea didn't win anything. Neither did Crew, I do admit.
Thank you.
But we
Even the odds there.
Yes, at least I admit it. So anyway, yes, Barcelona beat Manchester United in the finals of the Champions League. In fact, it was a 3-0 victory
Really? I thought
for
it was
Barcelona.
3-1.
Oh yeah, it was 3-1. Sorry about
Yes.
that. Yes, it was 3-1. And yeah, Manchester United were the worst team on the night. Oh, but
Well, there are only 2 teams.
I know
One team would have to
yeah,
win.
they were Barca were the better team
Yes.
on that night. Manchester United played horribly. For the last 10 minutes, they played like they had Gaza, Vinnie Jones, and Graham Souness in their team. You know, it was very similar, right, to another porn film. You know.
Oh, what is it? You're getting
No,
trousery today, aren't you?
I'm trying to get
Stay
some.
away from me. I'm going over here. I'm going-
Aaron, I'm trying to get some jokes here. If you
I'm
do not
staying over
mind,
here.
I'm trying to get some good jokes in. If you don't mind, stop stalling my momentum that I've got at the moment. Basically, it was just like some very weird porn films. Loads of slippery tackles in the box. Anyway, come on, that was a good one. Anyway, also, thank you. Anyway, Manchester City also won the FA Cup, beating Stoke City in the finals of the FA Cup. Is it just me, or is that like the biggest low-carded FA Cup final since I've been alive, at least?
Stoke
Versus Manchester City. Okay, Manchester City did finish, what, third?
I guess so.
Yep,
yeah.
they finished third behind Arsenal in the Premier League this season. But Stoke. Yes, indeed. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on to out of sport. You know, take that out of sport for a bit. On to British news.
Yay.
The meerkat that was stolen from an Essex zoo.
Yeah.
The teen has been sentenced.
This is real life. They did actually go into a zoo and steal a live
meerkat.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, they wanted to get money for it, or they're a very big fan of.
Compare the meerkats.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, exactly. The team was sentenced to 60 days and a £1,000 fine. The meerkat in the end was run over by Randy Savage.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, it was
No.
run over by a car. However, we'll get on to Randy Savage later on. Basically, the entire thing was sorted out, in fact, and a spokesperson was there with Alexander Orlov at the entrance to the Old Bailey, and Alexander said this: "Simples, the way it works." You know, he was basically talking about his great-granddaddy Fatali would never have said that a teenager from England would come on and actually nick one of his relatives. But it sort of works. I think, if anything...
I think it was, a hired...
Do you think possibly that this team that nicked the meerkat was actually a hired goon from either a mongoose or a muskrat? I think it could possibly be.
I still think it's the honey monster. You see, because, they've been rivaling who's the better Honey Monster or Alexander. I think, the Honey Monster put a hit on one of their relatives.
The thing is, though...
Do you think they had...
This is a good plan, though, because Alexander can't fight back with that. There is only one Honey Monster.
Yeah.
You could try and kidnap him, just going, hey, I would eat honey. Oh.
Do you think that,
or whatever,
Do you think they might have a ransom note?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think that grand was the ransom note.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, on to more news. Aaron.
Yes. Gears of War 3 is coming out on September the 20th.
Thank you. Okay, moving on
No,
to...
what? What are you doing?
Well...
This is my new part of the show.
Oh, great. Another part of the show
Yeah,
for you.
'cause-
You've had so many parts of the show for you.
You have the whole show.
Exactly, but at least the things have stuck. Unlike you've got what? Aaron Skinny's random facts.
Yeah,
right?
you
we're
brought
supposed
that.
To, we're supposed to be the best part of the show, whatever, right? And then you hated it. Then rest in peace. One time that turned up.
Yeah.
Okay, just because of
Randy Savage.
just because of. You're not bringing it back, okay?
Okay.
It's as dead as Randy Savage.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Anyway, on to more news.
Randy Savage dead.
Randy Savage, the pro wrestler from 1980s, has died. He died via a heart attack and then crashed into a tree. But before that, he did crash into a meerkat. So yes, he died at age 59. Anyway, moving on to more news.
Would
Yes.
you fancy an ice cream?
No.
No.
No. Yes, we did just hear. Did just hear our local ice cream van. But no, I haven't trusted that since the last time.
No.
You know. Anyway, yes, more news is that, yes, it is true. Lady Gaga is female. True
Yes,
story.
yes.
Aaron has the news for it.
I had too much Samagal, alright? I had too much to drink.
And I think the rest speaks for itself. Honestly, Aaron, Lady Gaga, right? During it, did you stay well away from her breasts?
Why is that?
Well, you don't want to get blown up by them, do you?
What are you on about?
Pyrotechnics in them.
Funny. Anyway.
About as funny as you. Anyway, on to more news. Music and
Yay!
television combination sort of thing. First up, we've got Britain's Got Talent.
Yep.
That's back. With 2 new people on it. Yes, instead of having Piers Morgan, he's gone! Piers Morgan is gone!
Yep.
That is the best decision Simon Cowell has ever made.
Yeah.
Is Piers Morgan going? That's a good thing. To be replaced with David Hasselhoff and Michael McIntyre. Where, of course, the finalists include Justin Bieber and... What?
Never mind. I'm not going to go into it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, he's not Justin Bieber. To be honest, he's much younger than Justin Bieber,
Yeah.
which we can sort of give him some leeway from that.
And
yeah.
he's British.
He's British, but he's 12, and he sings like Justin Bieber, and he looks like Justin Bieber apart from the blonde hair instead. If when he gets to 14 or 15, I'll say 15, once he gets to 15, if his voice has dropped by 15, then, hey, we'll love him. The Brits will love him. If not,
then it's downhill.
it's downhill for him, and I'm sorry, but...
As long as he doesn't partner up with Usher.
Or partner with Justin Bieber, because it will sound like the Chipmunks. That's already happened.
Yes.
So anyway, yes, he's one of them. Another guy is a guy who plays the piano very well. So I'm rooting for him, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, that impersonator.
Really? Did
Yeah,
he go through
there's-
as well? He went through in the second one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, last week saw the return of his Calnus. So yes, he survived the bomb as well.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that everyone in this bomb blast back in December, they're slowly coming back?
Yeah, they're slowly mutating into their cells.
Yeah, they're just coming back one by one. They're coming back, which then moves us swiftly forward to Jedward,
Yeah, so...
who at Eurovision trounced the UK. They beat Blue. They beat, to be honest, one of the best boy bands ever.
no.
One of the best, I'd say. Were Blue.
I'd say top 5.
Yeah,
Five.
that's why I said one of the best, not the best. The best, I'd probably still say, either Boyzone or Westlife would be in it. I'd say. You could say
I
JLS
like
as
Fall Out
much.
Boy.
Yeah, but to be honest, I'm talking about like famous. Really, Fall Out Boy aren't really as famous as like Westlife or Boyzone, to be honest. Yeah, but to be honest, you can look back. Yeah, a good boy band will have at least one song which people who aren't girls aged between 8 and 14 actually like. There's got to be at least one song. Yeah. Like example, JLS, the best thing to come out of X Factor, in my opinion.
What about Alexander But
She made 2 good songs.
What
That's
about what's that one that sang Keep Bleeding?
Leona Lewis made 1 good song. That's it. Well, 2 technically, but everyone only remembers Bleeding Love. Anyway, so yeah, Jedward trounced us in the in the Eurovision. They beat us by 10 whole points. They came out dressed like Cheryl Cole, which is a bit weird. Well, one of something that I would imagine Cheryl Cole wearing, and it would go quite well. But when Jedward done it, it doesn't, because Jedward...
No, it's Jedward.
Yeah, Jedward's Jedward.
It looks like grass growing out there.
Jedward's Jedward, and Cheryl Cole is damn. Talking about Cheryl Cole. She went to X Factor US and left very quickly because Americans cannot understand a Newcastle accent. They can't understand a Geordie accent. To be honest, neither can we. But at least, to be honest, we can't understand a lot of American accents. To be honest, like Texan or something.
Yeah, or
hillbilly.
Country, yeah.
Hillbilly.
You goddamn,
You goddamn coming in through this time of the day, and I'm here with my shotgun shooting some stuff, and then we're gonna play Xbox all day.
Randy Savage.
No, Randy Savage was not Hillbilly. You're talking about Hillbilly Jim, different people.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, and anyway, you just gotta think though that there's another American voice that no one can understand. Yeah, it is me.
Oh,
I'm
really?
here again. Yeah, I just want to say I'm not American. I'm Austrian. Just saying, just to get your voice wrong or whatever.
Shut up. Seriously, Arnold, you're here every week now, and basically you're interrupting the show. I think even Chris is getting pissed off with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, near enough.
Yeah. So, if you wouldn't mind, would you sod off somewhere else, go bother someone else, and go back to California?
No, actually, I've had enough of you, Aaron, and I think Chris is getting pissed off with you. Arnold, I've had to live with him for 2.5 years. I've had to get used to his annoyance. So yeah, I'm pissed off with you, Aaron.
That's fair enough. At least I have an explanation.
Yeah.
But with you, Arnold, I mean, he just doesn't like it. So if you wouldn't mind, go f*** off, go back to California, do another Terminator film, and basically do whatever you want to do. Go back to your hobbies.
I think I could do your job better.
Right,
than
that's
you,
it.
Aaron.
Shut the hell up, Arnold. Honestly, I really don't care. Go away. Right, that's it. Next time, I'm making a schedule with a producer. I'm going to California, and I am going to kick your ass right round your state.
Are you challenging me?
Oh, I'm challenging you.
Oh, how about this then? A fight to the death. Winner becomes the co-presenter with Radio CAD.
That works out pretty well. I'll be polishing my boot and picking the bits out of your ass out of it the next time we fight.
Right, well, folks, you heard it here. You heard it here. Radio CAD for the first time ever is getting serious. It's my co-host Aaron Skinley versus Arnold Schwarzenegger in California next time. So we'll see you for that, Aaron. Don't worry, we'll get you some chainsaws.
Woohoo!
Don't worry, I'm rooting for you, mate. Don't worry. So we'll see you next time for Radio CAD, and hopefully we can destroy Arnold. Well, you can destroy Arnold for good.
Place your bet.
Place your bets, folks. So we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Next week, Chris and Aaron will be live in California, where the fight will take place.